Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm so loud. I'm just extra excited. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much. Those of you who happen to be logging on through watching the replay, do me a quick favor. We so appreciate all of you who watch our replays. Go ahead and type in hashtag replay right now and let me know where you're watching from. We have another amazing topic to talk to you guys about today. So I hope y'all are ready. I hope y'all are ready. And I hope y'all are even more ready with pen and paper. Put your phones on mute, put it on silent. This is going to be an awesome conversation. Okay. So, very soon, my amazing guest is going to be hopping on in just a second. But again, those of you who are logging on, say hello, share this out, y'all, because this is going to be another amazing conversation. Huge shout out for those of you who joined us on our live from yesterday. It was amazing. I know I keep saying amazing a lot, but y'all came in drones, y'all chatted, y'all shared, y'all liked the content, all that, and we so appreciate that. We so appreciate that. But today we have another awesome topic. Okay, we're going to be talking about from how to go from being no from not being known, right? From nobody knows you to the personal brand everyone is talking about. Don't you want to be talked about more in a positive way, right? Everybody's talking about so much right now, right? Everybody, there's sometimes where I just have to cut off the TV, turn off the TV, right? Because everybody is talking about so much right now. But my question I want to ask each and every one of you is what everybody's talking about is something that you need to hear. Don't you want to be the main thing? If you're talking about positivity, if you're talking about breakthrough, if you're talking about elevation and all the things evolving, if you will, you want to be that brand, that personal brand that you want the world to talk about. All right. So let me go ahead and actually check and see if my, hold on one second, if my mic is good. Yes. Yes. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yes, let me make sure my mic is good and y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me clearly. Let me just go back and just watch the replay on here. Okay, looks like my sound is coming in good. All right, looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, yes. So, yeah, we're going to be giving you guys three quick shifts that's going to help you guys out tremendously. All right. So, make sure again, if you know anybody that needs to join in on this conversation, let me actually tag Therese on here so she can hop on and help us out with the chat, the comments, because y'all were chatting it up on yesterday. Yes, you guys were. Yes. And those of you, if you haven't done so already, make sure you are registered. How many of y'all are registered for our upcoming Evolution Tour, our Your Brand, Your Breakthrough Evolution Tour? Tickets are still on sale. Just go to bit.ly/YBYB Tour. All right. So while we're waiting for my co host to hop on today, again, guys, don't forget if you are watching live right now, go ahead and type in hashtag live. If you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and type in hashtag replay and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know where you're watching from and tell us a little bit about your business. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Letitia Campbell. I'm an amazing mother of five kids, awesome mother of five kids, okay? Young children, the ages range from 4 to 17. I have been a full time entrepreneur. August will be 9 years. Wow. Somebody type in hashtag wow. August will be 9 years, almost a decade that I've been a full time entrepreneur. I've been a entrepreneur way before that, but August will be 9 years. So I've had a long journey, if you will. Yes, had a very long journey, and I'm really excited about that. And I love working with those of you and being alongside those of you who also are has a long journey with entrepreneurship where you're doing this full time or you're still working a full time job. Either way, you're still in the game. You are not giving up. You are not giving up, and I love that about people. No matter what, don't give up. Hey, Rashidi! Hey, I see Rashidi just hopped on. Yes, Rashidi, do me a quick favor. Go ahead and type in one in the chat. Let me know you can hear me good. Yes, I call Rashidi my big brother, honey. Yes, so this has been such an amazing journey. And this is why I love this conversation because there was a point in time where I wasn't known. You know what I mean? When it comes to this digital space. And when I go places, I remember one time I was couple of years ago, I was in the airport, and one of the flight attendants that was getting on the plane, she was like, "Oh my God, you Letitia?" And I was like, "Whoa!" And I was so shocked that I forgot to take a picture with her. Like every time I think about that, I'm like, "Man, I should have taken a picture with her." You never know who's watching you, guys. This is why you have to keep going in your business. I don't care what you're doing. Don't stop. You never know who's watching you. You never know who you are influencing, right? Who you are helping. So just keep going, even if you don't have everything figured out, right? I started off in my business not having everything figured out. There was When I first started entrepreneurship, we didn't have the internet, right? Rashidi's on here. He's a millennial like me. We didn't have the internet when we started our business. We had to do door to door, belly to belly, putting our foot to the concrete. We had to do networking events, all kinds of things. We did not have this social media that you guys have. And so, you got to understand, guys, y'all have everything just with this device right here. You can make millions and millions and millions of dollars just with this device. Hey, Gail, how you doing, sis? Hey, my real brothers just log on. Hey, Melvin. Yeah, Melvin is my real blood only brother. Guys, bless me with an amazing brother. I love him to death. He just became a grandpa. I'm gonna start calling you old man, Melvin. I was like calling you old man because you're old man now. You're grandpa. You're granddad. Yes, that's so awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Okay, great. You can hear Rashidi. Awesome. He said we definitely didn't have the internet. No, we did not have the internet back then. Yeah, Rashidi's right. But Rashidi's a millennial like me. And I think social media, wait, well, the internet came out, I think when I was in my senior year of high school, but social media didn't start till like when I was way deep in college, right, Rashidi? Right? I think that's accurate because I remember, yeah, yeah, the good old days, right? The good old days, the good old days where there was no filters, right? Yeah, I love you more. I love you more. Yes, my old brother. Yeah, that's my brother right there, honey. Yes. Okay. So it's so important, guys, that we don't give up and we don't stop because the ones that are going to move and take action, your loyal audience are the ones who are watching you in silence. And when God pushes them to say yes or to sign up or to opt into what you're doing, it's going to be at the right time. How many of you believe that timing is everything? Right? Type in one if you believe that. Type in one if you believe that time. I got a lot of men on here today. I love it. How many of you believe that time is everything? Go ahead and type in one in the chat because I do believe that. I do believe that timing is everything. So when I continuously show up, when I continuously keep working in my purpose and the things that I most love to do, I know that timing is everything. But we have to show up. We have to show up, right? So that's so important. So today's topic is so vital, especially for most of you guys who are watching, where again, we're going to be talking to you guys about how to you know, go from nobody knows you to the personal brand everybody is talking about. Go ahead and type in two in the chat if that's what you want to do. You want to go from not being known to now the people who are your target audience, the people who are for you. You want to go to where they're always talking about you. They're always watching you. They're always uh seeing any and everything that you want to promote, right? So I think I have my co-host on. I think he just came in the building. Let me go ahead. Are you ready for me to bring you up, Miyoko? All right, those
What's up?
are
What's
How
happening?
you Not much. I'm getting everybody warmed up. Yes, yes, yes. My big brother, Melvin. That's my brother. That's my blood brother right there.
Really?
Yes,
What's up, Melvin?
he just hopped on, watching me. Yes, I love him. Thank
Nice,
you.
nice,
Yes.
nice.
So if I giggle and all that stuff, forgive me. Yes, he's got me sweating over here. But I love you, Melvin. Love you, love you, love you. So Miyoko, how you doing
Yes.
over there?
Man, I'm feeling a lot better. A
A
lot
lot
better,
better. I know
as
you
you
were
can
under the
see.
weather.
Yeah, we can talk about that another time. I'm always doing something wacky to like make my situation worse, man. That's
I
just how I
understand.
am. That's how I
Yeah,
am.
but I'm still getting comments. I don't know if you want to add your destinations, but I'm still getting comments from yesterday's live. And it
Good.
goes to show, I mean, Miyoko and I spoke after yesterday's live, how much you guys need this information, and today's topic, where we're going to dive into from nobody knows you to the personal brand that everybody's talking about. Listen, y'all, y'all are amazing. Those of you who log on and watching, y'all are amazing. So we're so glad that you guys are loving this information. Loving this information. Absolutely. All right. So you ready to get in today's conversation, Miyoko?
You know me, I'm always ready.
All right, let's talk about it. This is so good. This is why I'm just getting him warmed up, guys. Shifting from selling to storytelling, right?
Mhm.
I've been on social media. Yoko and I has been on social media for a long, 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 long time, and we're still seeing everybody just trying to sell, 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 buy myself, buy myself, buy myself, and all the things. And it's this sense of desperation, right? And nothing's really fluid and authentic and genuinely, transparent. Not a lot of people are getting transparent. I know before I started working with you, that's one thing I struggle with. When you told me that I'm more than email marketing, the first time you told me that, I didn't understand, right? You know that.
I remember. I
Yeah.
remember.
And that was like over a year ago.
Yep.
But as we started to build your brand, your breakthrough, the masterclass, now the tour that we're about to kick off very soon, it's the storytelling is starting to happen. But what do you want to say about shifting from selling to storytelling?
Um, hmm. There's so many ways I can go with that, but
Right.
let's do the traditional route. Everybody knows Netflix. Everybody knows Amazon Prime. Everybody knows all these streaming media that we consume. Sometimes we consume too much of it. All
Right.
right. Why do we watch these particular channels? We all have our favorite sitcoms. You have our
Mm-hmm.
favorite series, our favorite shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because the stories that are told, it's the narratives that are in these particular videos, these particular movies. That's
Mm-hmm.
what interests us. That's what grabs us. When I'm looking for a new movie to watch or I want to go to the movies, one of the first things I do is I go to the synopsis. Right? The synopsis is a summary of exactly what the movie's about, the protagonists, the main heroes, the villains, all that kind of thing. Gives you a little brief overview, right? And if I'm interested, then I may go see that movie. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because it's the same thing with your personal brand. What is your synopsis? When people go to your website, when people look at your post, are you presenting stories that are interesting enough for them to say, "Hey, I want to know more about this person"? You're leading more with the product, but you're not leading with the purpose. You're not leading with why are you. For example, if you're a life insurance agent, right? I'll use that because that's personal to you, right? If you're a life insurance agent, if you're posting online and all you're posting about is products and benefits and having life insurance before you die, all these things, people don't want to hear those things. But what they like is a very good story behind why you do what you do. And again, I said yesterday, some of this stuff is very simplistic, but a lot of people don't do this. So think about what your story is. Stop selling first. Be authentic. Tell your story. Share your experiences first. Let people buy into you before they buy into the product, because it's not going to be the other way around. So when you shift from selling to storytelling, you're shifting from talking about the product and talking about you, not talking about the service, talking about your experiences, not talking about the benefits to your course, but you're talking about the breakthroughs, the rock bottoms, and the breakthroughs that you've experienced in your own life. Why are you not sharing this with your audience? That's the big question. Because we can talk about shifting from selling to storytelling, but something is keeping you back from really sharing particular things about yourself. And those are the very things that are not attracting. Those are the very things and the very reasons why you're not attracting the people that you want to attract. So that's the shift from selling to storytelling. In my personal opinion, what I've seen coaching public figures, CEOs, those particular types of individuals, the story, there's power in the story. Look at Elon Musk, look at Bill Gates. They all have a story, you know. So storytelling is a very, very big part of lead generation, not only just lead generation, getting people to know, like, and trust you. So that's the shift from selling to storytelling, is focusing more on yourself, less on the product and the service, because people are going to buy into you first.
That's right. I know for me, I know some of you who are watching, telling your story, going into storytelling, it may bring up pain. It may bring up you feeling like, I know for me personally, like I was going to be judged or or looked at a certain kind of way, or even like some people may not want to do it because it's the fact of they may feel they haven't been healed from it, you
Hmm.
know? So it's that I have some clients that in the beginning there was such perfectionism, and they want to present themselves as, you know, not flawed or tainted.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? And a lot of times, and I know Miyoko shared this many times when we went live, sometimes people need to see that in you in order for them to move forward. If people think that you're too perfect and your life is amazing and oh my God, you're awesome and you never have any problems, never have any issues, nothing's never went on personally, they're not going to move forward. When I share, everything that I'm currently going through or have gone through, it creates this layer to when I'm speaking to people. I had a really good discovery call today with somebody. She was able to relax more
Hmm.
as I shared my story and my experiences, and what I'm currently going through. She was able to now open up. And guys, when people start to open up more, when you tell your story, I'm telling you, it's way easier for them to say, I like you and I want to work with you. And I want to bring other people to know and hear your story as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it is. Yeah.
I want to make one statement, and
Go ahead.
I want everybody to write this down because this applies to anything.
Yes.
Your ideal client needs to feel safe in your
Yes.
universe. They need to feel safe. What do I mean by safe?
Amen.
They need to be in a space where they feel like they can trust you,
Mhm.
that you're relatable,
Mhm.
they follow your story, they connect to your experiences.
Yep.
Then and only then will they say, "Hey, you know what? This is the type of person that I want to work with."
Right. Right.
You
So
have to feel safe. I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm telling you, if you don't get
yep.
anything from this particular segment, you have to make your clients feel safe or your
Yes.
prospects feel safe. And it's up to you to identify your prospect and understand what safe means. But
Mhm.
that's part of what we do as well with our clients.
Mhm.
You have to learn how to make your prospect feel safe in your universe.
Mhm. Mhm. That's a great way to penetrate them because now you let them in. Now they're going off a feeling. And how many have purchased things? I'm talking to the women that we
You're not
made
talking just to women.
purchases off of our feelings and emotions, right? It's not even like things could look so amazing, but Miyoko buying a car, him looking at what kind of car you said you like, some car you mentioned a while back, and
It
me looking
changes.
at a van, my feeling is like, I love this van. Oh my God, it's mini. But him is like, oh, a mini.
Yeah,
It's that feeling, right? It's that penetration of feeling. So that's so important. Deborah said facts, right? Yes, yes, yes. You are making a personal
exactly, Melvin.
connection.
Exactly.
I'm right against it. You need to get on here. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, all right. So let's get into it. The next thing we want to chat to you guys about is shift from posting to positioning. Shift from posting to positioning. I love this particular topic, right? Because again, we talked about that emotional connection, but when we're posting and positioning, it's about strategy and longevity,
Right.
right? Strategy and like I tell my clients, you're not just posting for now. That content needs to, be something that you can always refurbish for later on. It's that
Right.
longevity type of content. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
also realizing that, we talked about this yesterday. You got to have a strategy. You got to have a strategy when it comes to posting. And you got to have a system on the back end to where when you post something, people come in, into your world, into your list, and then they go from there. And I tell people this all the time. You want thousands of emails, right? Or thousands of followers, but are you ready? Are you positioned for that yet?
Ouch.
Or you because a lot of times people kind of had a great conversation with a lady today. She got 100 emails from her podcast. And then after that, they're just sitting there. What do you have in place? You gotta have the positioning in place to position you, right? As the person that's going to be what top of mind.
Right.
People shouldn't have to remember, oh, did I join? I don't, oh, people shouldn't have to remember. It
Right.
should have to be, you should always be top of mind to them. What do you think about that, Miyoko?
No, I agree 100%. I feel
Mhm.
like there's this big push for everybody. Content is king. Do
Yeah,
content. Post,
yeah,
post, post. Post every day. Post every 3 days. Whatever. Here's the thing. If your post has to be a certain quality, and like I said yesterday, it has to be intentional. What is your reason for posting? Me personally, I'm going to use myself as a personal example. I don't like posting for nothing. If I'm posting, it's going to do one of three things, right? It's going to tell you a little bit more about who I am as a person and my principles and my values. It's going to share something that I'm either promoting or I'm gearing up to launch. And three, it's going to weed out people who I do not want to bring into my universe. Like posting, how you post and what you post. Listen, this is not posting the pizza that you ate for lunch yesterday. Now, I'm not against posting personal things. I'm not, because that is very engaging for some weird reason. People engage to that. But what I'm saying is have an intention when you post. What is the purpose for your posting? Is it to generate leads? Is it to promote something? Is it to share something about yourself? Now, notice what I just did. I gave you three things that you might want to write down. Promoting a product, and please don't do that right away. Please don't. It's not going to work. Sharing something about yourself that your audience can relate to, right? And then weeding out people that you don't want in your circle. Those are three very important things, and I use these all the time when I post. You can go on my Facebook right now or any social media and look at my posts. My posts are very, very intentional, very intentional. And although you may not see a bunch of likes or comments, what's important to me is booking calls, people in my DMs, conversions. If your posts are not driving people to enter your customer journey or get to the point where they want to convert or get on a call, you have the wrong mindset when it comes to posting.
that's right. That's right. Absolutely. Thank you, Therese, for popping on in the back end here. So I want to say something about what you just said, Miyoko. And this part really gets people tripped up. And those of you who are willing to be honest in the chat, go ahead and type in one in the chat. If when you post something, and let's say a day or two goes by, and you probably got 2 or 3 likes, and does that get to you? Type in one, like if that
Good
gets to you,
question.
right?
Good question.
And for like Miyoko said, how him and I both post with intention. It's not about the likes and comments that you get. All that is great. It's more for me. It's more about leverage. Um,
Absolutely.
the more I post, I'm building up more leverage. So if somebody reaches out to me and they want to learn more about what I do, or and I get on a conversation with them, I have leverage. They can go on all my platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and see that I'm active, right? It's almost like every day you're turning the lights on in your business. You're letting people know, hey, I'm here. Hey, So
I
that's what
love
it
that.
is. Yeah, it's not about the whole. Yes, if you there's sometimes where I just post good morning, I get 30 comments, and then I do another post after that about a business post, and it's like 2 or 3 likes. But again, it's about building up that leverage. And now some of y'all be posting stuff that's not even relevant to your business, and that's poor positioning right there.
Mhm.
It's like you're sharing other people's stuff, or you're posting something that just like if you
Mm.
do taxes, I'm like, hello, it's still tax season, right? It's April 10th. Why are you posting like, something that has nothing to do with your tax business, right? So Karen said, I know I need to work on positioning. Thankfully, I am working and race your work in progress. Yes, yes, but guys, listen, build up that leverage. Build up that leverage. And we overthink it. I know I've done that
Mhm.
before many times. We definitely do overthink it. Yeah.
Right. I
Uh-huh.
I I even want to go a step further because you're using
Yep.
leverage, which is the term we know. And not everybody may not relate to that term.
Uh-huh.
Build relationships.
Yes. Yes.
Like there is a
Right.
way, and this basically what Letitia's saying.
Yeah.
There's a way to build a relationship from day one, from the
Yeah.
first time you post.
Mhm.
I really like the fact that you just said good morning because I don't do that, and I may start implementing that. No, it's cool because it's literally like you want to engage in conversation.
Right, right.
So sometimes it's just like I don't know what the heck to post, like,
Yep.
or how to position myself. Just say good morning.
Say good morning. Some people never hear good morning.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody today?
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
strikes conversation. That's actually brilliant. I'm going to use that. That's
Go
good.
ahead. Go right
That's
ahead.
good. I'm
Whatever you
usually
want.
doing either questions or some types of posts, but I like that good morning.
Yeah. Yeah. When somebody told me most people don't even get a good morning, some people don't even get a hello.
Right.
And that's
What
important
good
for
morning? What's something you're happy about this morning?
yeah, yeah, that's true. What are you excited about this morning? Post that. Ask a question. We'll give y'all some nuggets.
Right. So before we get into that, so ask yourself the question: how do you want to be positioned?
Hmm.
How do you want to position your business? How do you want to position yourself? What is the outcome you want from all this posting that you're doing,
Right.
or the posting that you're not doing? Because if you're not doing posting, that's a completely different problem.
Hmm.
But if for those of you who are not posting, start posting. For
Hmm.
those of you who are posting, what's the end game? What's the
Hmm.
end result that you're looking for?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I have people come. Yeah, Teresa, I have people come looking for my good morning reports. That's right. And when you don't do it, it got to the point now where if there's a couple of days I don't do it, people reach out like, "Oh, hey, is everything okay?" Because I haven't.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's a
amazing.
nugget. That is a nugget.
Hmm.
Just say good morning.
Just say good morning, grand rising, however y'all want to put it. Right.
Just say good morning.
That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. Let's go to our last point for today. Y'all, yes, shift from followers to ownership. Shift from followers to ownership. I say this all the time. I'm always going to say it. This is all rented space.
Right.
Social
This is
media.
your area right here.
Yes, this is
Only
not
thing I want to
ours.
say to this, I'm gonna let you take this. Only thing
Go
I want to
ahead.
say to this is what happens if Facebook crashes,
Yep.
Instagram crashes, LinkedIn crashes, all these places crashes. Most people are screwed.
Yeah.
All right. Because you don't own those platforms.
You don't. You don't
So
at
I'm,
all.
I'm setting you up here, Letitia.
And
You don't
never
own,
will. So
right.
going back to what always say, you own your personal brand identity. You own that. Right? So you don't have to go out
Absolutely.
there and try to pick up on trends and be like everybody else.
No,
Own your
no.
own personal brand identity. You
Right.
know, like one of Miyoko and I, our joint client, Shoshana Cuevas, she said there's no traffic in our lane because we own our own personal brand identity. And on top of that, you own your list. You don't own social media. You own
And
that's yours.
that's a segue into you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And
A
that's going to
power
help you
list.
build up your customer relationship. Karen said, I'm unfortunately trying to listen to this while at school. No worries. Yeah, it'll be up. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be up for a little while. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, social media is definitely a rented space. Instagram can disappear tomorrow. All these platforms can disappear tomorrow, but you own your email list. You know, so you got to shift from followers to ownership, right? You got to shift from followers to ownership, and get out there and just continuously build. There's no I always get asked this question all the time. Like, what's the number? What's the number? No, just keep building. You can never have enough,
No.
right? You can never have enough. And again, it's gonna help you to build that loyalty with your audience. It's gonna help you to stay top of mind. You're welcome, sis. It's going to help you to stay top of mind. It's going to help you to build longevity. A lot of the things that we are doing now, I'm offering it to people who's been on my list for years. I mean, I could go way back, 2016, right? You got to keep building up that brand ownership through your email list. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I just want to say too, when it comes to your list, you don't want a bunch of people that won't buy,
Mhm.
or people that are not remotely in your audience, or
Mhm.
that have the same desires you do, that want
Mhm.
to have the problem solved that you help people solve. Like,
Mhm.
you don't want a bunch of people in your list that they're just not your ideal audience.
Right.
Period.
Right. Right.
I've seen that happen a lot of times where people have 5,000 people on a list, but
Mhm.
4,799
Mhm.
are are built from methods that really didn't position them well.
Mhm.
It's not their ideal client, so it's just people a name on a list. So
Mhm.
don't get caught up in that, because I know people that have 10,000 members on a list
Mhm. Mhm.
and make very little money, and I know people that have a list of 1,500 people and they're millionaires.
That's right.
They
That's
make
right.
over $1 million a year. So
Mhm.
when you get to the owning that list, make sure it is
Mhm.
a high quality list.
Quality list. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And now, as you build your list and now you own your email list, right? You got to be careful where you show up. I get offer opportunities all the time to show up on people's podcasts, their lives and things like that. And people know what you have. So, if you're showing up someplace, you're bringing your list with you, right? So you
Right.
got to be very careful because you are not you own your list, but you're responsible for it as well. So just be very careful on where you how you show up and what places, especially virtually, that you show up because your list will go with you. And if this is not a good thing, or that partnership or that experience is not a good thing, they may not mess with you anymore. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
It's your
you,
community.
yeah, it's your community, right? So you just got to be really, really careful with that. Really, really careful with that.
Good
So
point. Good point.
we got into some really deep points today, guys. Y'all got a whole wealth of nuggets, and we want to just highlight once again, guys, that you can become that household name. You definitely can.
For sure.
It's just these little tweaks, these little shifts that you have to make. And I was saying earlier before you hopped on me, Yoko, that it's very important that we don't give up on our business and our brands and what we're doing on a consistent basis. It's a lot about positioning, you knowing how to attract the right people, you knowing how to be more authentic, and you know how to build systems on the back end. And our tour is going to dive into all of that. Okay.
Right.
And more. And more. And
Right.
we love for you guys to come. We have a couple of you on here who've already registered, but we would love for you guys to come and join us. We're gonna
Yes.
be,
Sign
yes,
up. Sign
sign
up.
up. Yep, we're
This is
gonna be in
nothing.
four cities.
These are little tidbit pieces of information. I
Yes,
promise you.
yes,
It's nothing compared to exactly what's going to happen at the event.
absolutely, absolutely. And like I said yesterday, Miyoko and I has been working on this tour for months, and we definitely have an amazing lineup for you guys with awesome information. So if you want to learn more, the link is there, bit.ly/YBYV tour. Okay, so we encourage you guys to make sure you sign up before it fills up. Jamie said, can either of you email me the dates of each of the locations, please?
You got it,
Go
Jamie.
Yep, go to or you can go to the link there. It's there. The dates they should be up there, but I'll double check. But definitely check that. And but I would love for you to come, girl. I would love for you to come. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely double check for that for you. But the dates should be definitely up on the page. Okay, it's gonna be Texas, Maryland, Atlanta,
New York. How can you
New
forget
York. Oh my God.
you forget your hometown? Come on, man.
Oh my God. Sorry about that. Yes, it's gonna be in those places. So we definitely want you guys to come. If definitely all tour with us. Join us at all the locations. All right, Jamie, don't worry. I inbox you right after this, sis. I'll inbox you right after this. All right, that's all we have for y'all today. Okay? That's all we
That's all
have
we
for y'all
got.
today, right, Miyoko?
All we got.
Yes, yes. All right, guys. Y'all have hold on. What did my brother say? Y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions about the tour, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Miyoko. We can definitely assist you. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.